Hey all you nerds, Gabe aka Froopy Art here, and welcome back to our Gravity Falls and cryptid-inspired Pokemon region. In the previous episode, you made it to the Twin Falls Lake, where you got a tip from a helpful but foreboding hillbilly about where to find another device component. And you have arrived on a secluded island.
Well, I'm not seeing much so far. After what Mick Hadron said, I was expecting more danger and dread.
Yeah, so far this island is pretty boring. Oh wait, what's that?
Cordelia bounds ahead and points to a small crater in the ground. It's empty now, but it must have been where the device component landed. Cordelia, always the capable tracker, points to the area around the crater.
But look, someone was here very recently. Someone with nice shoes. And they must have picked up the device. They went that way. Come on.
You follow the winding footprints across the sizable island. To your delight, you spot some new Pokemon on the way, the first of which is floating in the water nearby. Okay, first up, we've got something based on the Dobharchu, I know I'm mispronouncing that, from Irish folklore. This is basically like a giant half-dog, half-otter creature. Now, I know we already have two otter-ish Pokemon with Oshawott and Weasel, but what can I say? I really like otters. And we're gonna skew this a little bit more doggish anyway. And what type of dog is long like an otter? Well, Dobson. And yeah, again, I know we've got Fido, which is kind of that, but hey, I don't know. I thought that line was pretty underwhelming. Plus here, it's just chilling in the sun, which makes our wiener dog a hot dog. It's a hot dog Pokemon. And as for the pose, I couldn't resist having it use its butt as a pillow, which gets the whole thing into this inner tube silhouette. Slap some water sunglasses on this pup, and we've got a real chill customer. All right, let's say hello to Tubulott, the float Pokemon. This incredibly relaxed water type loves to lazily float about. Tubulott's body is very buoyant, and they use their own rears as a pillow. These resourceful Pokemon always carry a rock, which they use to smash open tough nuts, seeds, and berries to snack on. Though often calm, they will speed into action to assist those struggling in the water. Its ability is Water Veil, so that prevents it from getting burned. It is a hot dog after all, it can't get burned. Yeah, whatever. And the hidden ability is Oblivious, because it's just so chill. They're pretty relaxed out in the water and wouldn't be too difficult to catch if you need another water type for your team. Continuing on, you see a group of Cubesque, and among them is its evolution. So we're continuing from just a cube of stone into something where parts of it are being carved away. Again, this is a gargoyle, so we're going to get some nice mean features poking through. And I will say it again and again, but whenever you have the opportunity to do an asymmetrical design, go for it. It's very freeing. It's also difficult, because you got to visually balance things still, but I don't know, I think we got here with this. It's got one arm and it's got part of the face. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff. And to work with the basics of sculpture and the fundamental of artsy things, I wanted to work in some basic shapes like this pyramid, the boxy body, and the cylinder hand thing. I don't know. I'm pretty darn happy with how this turned out. Okay, let's go ahead and meet Gargerge, the craft Pokemon. With bits of stone constantly falling away, the creature that Gargerge wishes to be becomes more and more clear. While much of its body is still unrefined stone, it still stomps about as if it were the toughest Pokemon in the world. Gargerge's aggressive facade crumbles away whenever anyone compliments its form, and it somehow manages to have its stone face blush. You could catch one of these partially carved beasties, or if you have a Cubesque and it's about level 27, that means it's ready to evolve anyway. Nice. As you continue on, you run into a Hirschuatch, You remember these super rare Bigfoot monsters and partially inspired by the creator of Gravity Falls? Well, here's another one, and you better catch it, because if you have 2 in your party and 1 levels up, they will combine into a new Pokemon. Now, this evolution method is something that I wish we already had, and we're gonna say that if you bring Pokemon like Magnemite, Diglett, or Binacle to the Hoenn region, they evolve when you have multiple of them in your party. We'll call this something like commune evolution or something, like communal organisms. Anyway, we have our first evolution like that here. This is playing off of a few things. Firstly, Hirschuatch had the whole solitary Bigfoot thing going on, so it's always looking for its match. And when you have 2 solitary legs, you get a big pair of legs. Secondly, these are 100% the iconic Gravity Falls trees. That's fun. And thirdly, this is taking Alex Hirsch from the young unknown in the animation industry to this overseeing presence that is happy to assist others with their projects. It's silly, but it's fun. All right, let's go ahead and meet Hirschuatch, the leggy Pokemon. If 2 of the exceedingly rare Hirschuatch meet and train together, they can sometimes merge into this towering new Pokemon. They were rumored to exist in the wild for decades, but there was no definitive evidence. It was later discovered that Hirschuatch hide in plain sight amongst tall trees, where others walk right past it. Happy and playful, they watch over the forest and aid those in need. Its ability remains Tough Toe, so that powers up kick moves, and the hidden ability is Technician. It's quite tough to track down those Hirschuatch, but you'll have to let me know if you would be determined enough to land yourself a towering Hirschuatch. Continuing on, there is a weird barking sound coming from ahead. You spot a round Pokemon leaping into the water. Another extremely rare find, this is our other pseudo-legendary line. This round little blubber ball is based off of the Eclipse. This is a shape-shifting creature from Inuit folklore that is able to change between an orca and a wolf. So to start off, we got something that's basically like an orca puppy. This was definitely inspired by husky and Malamute puppies and how ridiculously cute and round they can be. I'm very excited for this line. I lived in Alaska for a while and really respect the native Alaskan culture and folklore, so being able to spotlight some of it with this pseudo-legendary line is gonna be fun. But let's check out this happy little pup. This is Borka, the sea pup Pokemon. This round ice type loves playing in the water. Their squishy bodies let them leap from great heights before belly flopping into the sea. While incredibly playful, Borka are a rare find in the Hoenn region, as their evolved forms are quite protective and rarely let them wander far. While adorable and playful, they are incredibly loyal to their trainers. The ability is Thick Fat, again he's a little blubber ball, and that reduces damage from fire and ice type moves, and the hidden ability is Ice Body. They are very rare, but you find a Borka playing on its own. Perhaps it got separated from the rest of its pack. Would you add this little goober to your team? You keep going until Cordelia stops at the face of a cliff. There's a little control panel on the rock face.
The footprints stop here at this panel for a while, and then keep going off that way.
Well, let's keep following the prints. They've got to be close.
But I wonder if they might just be coming back here. Look at how long they were working on this panel.
Fine, you stay here, but Maple's off to catch our thief.
Maple bounds off after the prince, and you think about following, but you remember a diagram in the journal that looks similar to this panel on the rock face. You open up the book and start to examine the page.
What's that? Did you get that from the professor?
The diagram in question gives you a sequence of buttons to press, and when you do, a section of the rock face slides away, revealing stairs going down into a bunker.
Whoa, that's wild! How did you do that? I'm gonna send Maple a text to come on back, but we gotta check this out.
Without wasting any time, Cordelia barrels down the dark staircase. You make sure to leave the entrance open so Maple can get in and head down too.
Yo, this place is awesome! Look at all the cobwebs and dust. I don't think anyone has been down here in years and years. But whoever was down here was doing some serious research. Look at all this stuff. Oh, come on, this way. The tunnel keeps going.
You eye some of the papers and notes strewn about, and have to admit they feel quite similar to what is written in the journal you found. Perhaps this bunker belongs to its author? Cordelia is gone, and you run after her. The passageways twist and turn and split and wind every which direction. You also run into a few Pokemon down here, all of which are Ultra Beasts that have adapted to the Hoax region. So you see Tragikarp, Foline, and even the super rare Prismoid. Yep, if you are super duper lucky or very, very determined, this island and its bunker could get you both of these pseudo-legendary lines. But even beyond these Pokemon, you have the distinct feeling that you are being watched.
Man, I really thought that Maple would have caught up with us by now. Let me try and... Of course, I can't get any kind of a signal down here. I might have made a mistake running headfirst into an abandoned tunnel. Maybe we should get back and...
Cordelia is cut off by some muffled commotion echoing down the tunnels. For a second, you think you hear Maple calling for help. You and Cordelia are frozen in place until you hear the sharp sound of someone walking through the dark towards you.
Yep, I definitely made a mistake. Professor Pines is gonna kill me if I get you twins killed.
Hello? Who's there?
Looker? Oh my goodness, you nearly gave me a heart attack.
Oh, my apologies. What are you doing down here?
Smarty Pants here managed to get the door to this bunker open. We thought it would be interesting to explore.
Well, this is a very dangerous place to be. We need to get you two out of here now.
Looker begins to walk with purpose and you follow behind. But we'll pick up from there in the next episode. Be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the series. There is a new puzzle added to the Discord server, so check out the video description for details on how to join the journal deciphering fun if you haven't done so already. Alright, I will catch you in the next one. Later, nerds.